Volunteer of the Year. It's amazing. I know I've said it's amazing often, but to be recognised by my peers from the squash community in South Wales is fantastic. I said I'm Volunteer of the Year, but again, without the people in the club, I'd be nothing. Without the boys supporting me and doing the things that we want to do, it's great. And we have a good name, so we work in the community. We've worked with Tydfil training. We've worked with the gymnastics, a few of the schools. We did the Commonwealth Games batting. So without those things, those opportunities, you just don't get Volunteer of the Year.
I think Dave Cope winning Volunteer of the Year is well deserved. When I first started playing squash, it was literally, I got into it because I saw Dave Cope in the corridor and he basically said, "Do you play?" I said, "Play what? Who are you?" And literally just from that conversation, I've spent 7-8 years now playing squash and getting better at it. I mean, not to the level of people like Lewis, obviously, but getting better and better at it. And that attitude that he has of just trying to bring people into it is just, that I think is what has got the club to where it is. It's just that infectious energy that he's got for kind of just getting people interested in what it's all about. And as you see with the juniors, just having fun with it to start with. And then when you kind of get the bug, you kind of want to get better at it. But it's that energy that he brings to it, which I think is brilliant.
To see the kids playing and improving and smile on their face, to hear them running down the corridor, knowing that they come into squash is fantastic. And they are just amazing. Like the session we did today with 6 kids on court, and it lasted 45 minutes, but it seemed like 10 minutes. They are just so energetic. They want to play, and it's just amazing. And we're lucky we got 58 kids who want to play.
He's a good character. His heart is in this. It's not just about squash. Something's taken a hold of him that he wanted to take this forward, and he does. He's the driving force of the entire club, I think.
I'm just relentless. Sometimes too much. It's social media, Instagram. I've stopped people in the shop. They've asked me about my t-shirts or hoodies, and I've persuaded them to come and play squash, and they've stuck. I've seen people in the park with their kids running around. They've asked me, or I've spoken to them, and they come to squash.
The biggest challenge that we've faced is probably COVID. But I think what's been really impressive is how we've come out the other end of that in terms of growing things like the junior section. And I think a lot of the credit for that has to go to Dave Cope, because he's put so much time and energy into building the club into what it is. And there's lots of other people that play a part in that. You've got Lewis, fantastic coach. You've got people like Mark Palmer. But I think what Dave has done in just giving up so much of his time, so much energy, I think has been fundamental in building that.
Advice for volunteers to squash is just do it. It's like, if you get it wrong, you get it wrong. It's like, just keep on doing it, learn from your mistakes. There's no problem in making a mistake. It's like, kids, they love it. Just have humility, enjoy yourself, laugh with the kids. Just don't take things too serious. It's about making it fun. Who I like to thank all our partners. I mean, our sponsors. There's Treads Tyres, there's Tydfil Training, there's Philip Cope Financial Services, there's Ice Electrics, Greenway Autos. They all help. It may be tiny pieces of help. It may be a bag or a racket or a few pounds here. It all helps. I said all the boys in the club, if I need help, they always help. It's a gang of people having fun together. It's not the sport, it's the community. And it's people enjoying themselves and just having fun. It's like, I've played squash for 40 years and I'm still rubbish. But I love playing. There's no greater feeling when you come off court soaking wet and have a drink and a laugh with the boys. And it's amazing. I'd love to be as good as Joe Makin or Lewis Poole, but it's never going to happen.
Dave Cope, enthusiastic, positive, obsessive, passionate, optimistic, all of the above and more.